Hey yo, what's up guys? Welcome to another new video tutorial. Today in this video tutorial, we will be solving another problem in arrays concept or interview bit. Today's problem is find permutation which is of a medium level and which was previously asked in Goldman Sachs and Amazon. So let's see what we have here today. So we are given a positive integer n and string s which consists of only letters d and I. So as per the given problem, the value s only has n minus 1 letters. So it also says we are required to apply the following transformations on the given onto an integers. That all the transformations which must be applied are given in the string. So what are those transformations? D means the next number is smaller, while I means the next number is greater. So the given string is nothing but it's like a command. Say for example, you are given the n value as 3 and the command as id. So let us consider first element, all the elements, first and natural numbers as 1, 2, 3. Okay, these are the first and natural numbers as we know. So upon applying these transformations, like the increasing and decreasing, so what it says is consider the first element as 1. Okay, so it says from the first element to second element, it must be greater. So the second element must be greater than the first element. So let us set it to 2 for now. So it also says, so obviously the last leftover element must be 3, but what it says, the last element must be decreasing. Like from second element to the next element which we are traversing, so the next element must be less than the second element. So it means this element must be 3, this element must be 2. So this is the case. So if you can see from 1 to 3 it is increasing, from 3 to 2 it's decreasing. Let us see another case on this whiteboard. Okay, let us remove this for now. Okay, let us consider a case where you are given all the values as i's. Okay, all the values as i's. Say for example you are given a 4 i's. So it means what? It implies n value is equals to 5, right? So let me choose another marker. Okay. So n value equals to 5. We know the first 10 natural numbers are 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. So all these elements must be in increasing order. As we know, all of these are already in increasing order. This will be the output. Okay, this will be the output. So in the same case, if we are given, okay, let me shift this. Okay. In the same case, if we are given the command as ddd, so something of this sort, which implies n equals to 3 and all the elements are 4, 3, 2 and 1. If you can see, all are in decreasing order. So applying the same logic, uh, we can see a pattern of things which are happening. So let us consider one more command. Say for example, it would be I D I D I. So let us consider this command, which implies n value equals to 5, which implies what are the first 10 natural numbers we have? 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. So now we are going to operate this command on these 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and we are required to retrieve an array. So for convenience, let us do one thing. So as we know, the next element must be decreasing. So out of these all, which element has the most ability to decrease? So that is the highest element, right? So the highest element has more scope of decreasing. So let us assign it to be high. Okay, H for high. Now L for low. So this is the least element. This is the sorry for this. I am erasing this. Okay. Okay. This is the highest element till now which we have. Okay, whenever I see the value as d, so what I am doing, I am assigning the highest element to this. Okay, why? Because the highest element already has a scope of decreasing. Now 5 is no more the highest element. Now what we have, 4 is the highest element in the given array. Why? Because 5 we have already used it. So let's see what's the next command. So next command is I. So I in the sense it must be increasing. So the least number in this array has more scope of increasing. Why? Because this is the least element. So it still has a lot of scope to increase. So that is why whenever we see I, we will assign the least number here. So the least number now is 1. Now 1 is used. 1 is of no more useful. So next lowest number is going to be 2. So the similar way, whenever you find D, now we are required to put the highest element. Now the highest element is 4. Again I, again now the highest element will become 3. Okay. Now the lowest element is 2 is what we have here. Now 5, 1, 4, 2 are used. Now which element is left over? Is 3. So this is the case. So this is what is happening. Okay, let us consider this case. Now let us see how we are going to write this solution. So here we are given an string a and the value n. Okay, let us consider this to be n for convenience. So let me declare two variables int low, and I am assigning it to 1. Why? Because 1 is the lowest element in the given array, and high, which is equals to the value as n. So let's traverse through the loop for int I equal to 0, semicolon, I less than n, semicolon, I plus plus, till n elements. Okay, let us start from 1 for convenience, and n equal to. So it will be easy for comparing. So for, sorry, here we are going to put an if case. If we are encountering a value of, if a of I equal to I. So if we are seeing I, then we must assign the least element. So let us declare a result vector dynamic array. Let us say it to be result. Okay. Now in such cases, what we are required to do? We are required to result that push back of I. So this is what we are required to do. Okay. Sorry, I mean this to be low. Okay, low value we are required to push, and now low value is no more low. Now we are required to increase it. Why? Because after using the value 1, now 1 is no more the lowest element. The lowest element now is the 2. So we are required to increase the lowest element. If not, so what we are required to do is not result dot pushback of high value. Now, in the as we see in the example, the highest value till then is 5. So after using the 5, 5 is no more the highest element. Now highest element is 4. So let us decrement it. Okay, we are decrementing it. So high minus minus. So that's it. So let us return the result. Okay, let's test this code, guys. Okay. Okay, so yeah, so this is a character, so it must be in single quotes instead of double quotes. So let's test it again. Okay, your function return 2 to 1. Okay, okay, sorry guys. So here we are starting I equal to 1. So here we must be having I minus 1. Okay, I hope you understood. Yeah, it's correct. So let's submit the code. So we got it as right. So that's it for this video, guys. If you like my video, share my video. If you want to see more content like this, subscribe to my channel and turn on notifications. Thank you.